Now here's another one. Jesus said, the images are manifest to man. That word manifest, does anybody know what manifest means? We don't know what words mean anymore. Like lousy. We think lousy means bad. No, lousy means that you've got lice. We think terrific sounds great. No, terrific actually is full of terror. Tell him I said he's bad. Huh? Try to put that into another language. What comes out? He said you're no good. Is it anything to do with what I'm trying to say? No. But that word manifest, does anybody actually know what it means? We've come to this thing where because of The Secret and different things, the law of attraction, we think that it means to bring into being or to create something, which is not what that word means. That word manifest means obvious. And what I say to explain that is, we're manifesting all the time, but we're only manifesting that which is obvious to us. If you're trying to focus over here on this, that I am rich, I am rich, I am rich, and you think you're just not trying hard enough, but your bank account's going brrrr, and it's like, oh, I'm just not trying this hard enough. Why is that not working? Because that's not what's obvious to you, that you're rich. What's obvious to you is that you've got problems with money. And when you try not to look at them and you try to do this, you're trying not to think about this, you're recreating it more intensely than if you were to look directly at it. And what happens when you find and you literally look directly at it, we'll talk about this afternoon, but it's literally like a mirage. I liken it to the Stooges, the Three Stooges, which I've gotten my kids sort of addicted to, which has its pluses and its minuses. Whoop, whoop, whoop at 6 a.m. is not necessarily always a good thing, but the Stooges are going, and they're going through they were in like the Foreign Legion or something, and they're going through the desert to find King Rootin' Tootin' or something like that. And there's this mirage in the desert, and they haven't had water, food, anything for days. And all of a sudden, it's like, Curly's like, it's a mirage! And they go running toward it. And they go running toward this mirage, this beautiful oasis fountain with beautiful women feeding each other grapes, and they go to dive into it, and what happens? They get a mouthful of sand. That's exactly what those spaces inside of yourself, that's what happens when you actually shine the light on them rather than trying to say they don't exist. But that word manifest, though, it means obvious, what's obvious to you. These images are obvious to man, but the light within them remains concealed within the image of the light of the Father. I would suggest getting the CD of the service and listening to it over and over again. The images are manifest, are obvious to man. All of this, this is all obvious to me. But the light within them remains concealed in the image of the light of the Father. He will become manifest, but his image will remain concealed by his light.